Hello, hello. We're back. I know it's been a couple days. I've been building up the base. Building up the old base. Yep, we created a watchtower here and quote unquote recruited a few people to be turret guards. We've got Leary up here on the tower as well, where we also have turrets, but her job is also to keep the gate repaired in case of an attack. We got agriculture fully up and running now, making bread, growing wheat, and growing cactus to make dust witches, and we also still have quite the stock of raw meat, so we're making meat wraps as well. If we look where we got our cook, Slop. I know, very creative name. We've got people doing pretty much all the jobs we need, and we also set up our crafting area, our smithing area, which we've been able to train up some people to be good armor smiths, and we're currently training this guy to be a good weaponsmith. And we've got another guy here making electrical components. Since we already mined copper, we just needed to set that up. Otherwise, not much has changed around here. We did a lot of recruiting prisoners. We built a training center here where we've got one guy training to eventually join the main squad here. But enough about that. We need to go back out into the world and cause some havoc. And with all this new equipment and all the training that our boys have done recently, I think it's time to get back out there and continue smacking around the enemies. The enemies of Ukraine. We've got plenty of money and I don't want to grab out of our food stores, so I think we're gonna stop here real quick. We got a few of our guys carrying some food, but we'll stop at this tech hunter bar and maybe grab some extra food for the road if they have any. It appears they've just got some dried fish. That's okay. I'm quite sure we'll have brought enough. We've got like 2 guys carrying at least 5 to 10 food cubes each. Worst case, we can stop by Stack or Blister Hill later and grab some more. But I think priority target numero uno at this point is the Flotsam Ninjas. They've been very, very bad. They've been very, very mean to the Holy Nation. Alright. Hey, why are you complaining about there still being dust bandits? Like 90% of our new recruits, new workers are, all 3 of our new turret guards and everything, they're all former dust bandits or hungry bandits. It's a great recruiting scheme, honestly. Oh, and speaking of hungry bandits, it's almost a little sad. Yet nobody took a single hit there, and that's not a surprise. Our boys have become quite strong. Now let's navigate our way out of the border zone. We've got a ways to go to the hidden forest. And because several of our Goon Squad members are now wearing Mark II Samurai armor, we'll use Athelstan as an example here. Samurai armor Mark II. They're weighed down a little more. We're not going to be taking a stealth approach here. We're going to be just bashing heads. We're just gonna be bashing some skulls in. The phase of this operation where we're gonna need to be stealthy is past. Now we're coming for blood. Where we failed before, we will succeed this time. Maybe. A materials trader, I don't really need any materials, so that's fine. Any materials that we need, we're manufacturing at the base, at Aker. No, we're making building materials, iron plates, steel bars, all that fun stuff. It's all manufactured by us now. Out of our resources that we pull straight from the ground. Just love it when a good base comes together, you know? At this point, any more recruiting we do will just be expanding our operations to make it, you know, even bigger numbers. All of the basics we're manufacturing at a high enough rate that we don't really ever have to worry about running out of them. Iron plates, steel bars, all that, even with our armor plate and chainmail sheet manufacturing also in full swing, we're not anywhere close to running out of any of those. We can even manufacture copper alloy plates if we need them now, though we haven't needed any more than we already had in our storage. Not too many things require them, other than a few things that I want to build later on. But that are really just going to be for the purposes of saying we can build them. Alright. Now the question is, do we want to cut through Rebirth? Well, if we just mark it up here, let's see where the, how badly the automatic pathfinding will mess it up. Just for funsies, you know? Just for a barrel of laughs. Ah, Rebirth. What a lovely place. In our last really large playthrough that we stuck with for a while, this is where our characters started. And the amount of leveling up you can do here is pretty crazy, without really a ton of effort. It's great. The, one of the few perks of being a slave. Free and safe, early game stat grinding. Hey, yo. Truth hurts, don't it? Alright. We passed by the old Flotsam safe house that we used to recover from fighting the Flotsam Ninjas before. We are going to preemptively make sure everyone in the squad is on hold. Just in case, so no one get... Once we get into position over here, nobody's going to go running off to fight a single Flotsam Ninja and, you know, running into turret range and getting annihilated. That'd be just silly. It definitely isn't something that's happened to me millions of times before. Alright. Into the forest, boys. Into the forest. Now, we once again really didn't bring sleeping bags or anything like that. However, if we really need to fall back, we'll just fall back to the Flotsam safe house and recover there. Oh, cannibals. Alright. Butter their biscuits. That's just sad. Well, this is just a preview of what it's gonna look like when we actually go after all the cannibal leaders eventually. That one's arm just go off into outer Slobovia. Yeah. Beautiful. Love to see it. Right, double check, make sure everybody patched up. Nobody took any crazy hits, right? Nah. Nah, nothing that'll make them combat ineffective. Nothing that'd make them combat ineffective, no. I gotta remember where the entrance is. Entrance is over here, so we actually need to... hang out in the canyon here. Or we can lay in wait while one of our less senior but well-armored gentlemen goes to pull some of them away from the gate. Yep, they got people on the turrets, they got everything, so let's... Alright, at least he's got really, really good harpoon resistance, so... Wow, these gate guards really don't look like they're in that great a shape still, though. It's like Kumo can handle all three of them on his own. The one we gotta worry about is Maul herself. She gave us a real hard time last time. She gave us a real hard time. Now they stuck another harpoon in my armor. Bruh. You really just gonna let them beat on you like that? Or are you gonna get revenge for last time? Even though you weren't here for last time, I'm pretty sure. Alright, well that's that group taken care of. And we're none the worse for wear this time. Now the goal is... neutralize the threat of the turrets first by whittling their numbers down. Make the mad rush, Kumo, get in there. You may have drawn the short straw, but that means you get the greatest glory. Better armor is really what we needed for this. This is him really earning his place in the bonk squad here. Proving himself in battle against a worthy enemy. Oh, now they raise the alarm, huh? Oh, I'm intent on doing a lot more than stealing from you. Just so we can be clear on that. Oop, that is not what I meant to click. Your silly flying martial arts mean nothing to me. Alright, let's send in another heavy hitter. How about Griffin? Let's get him in there to relieve some pressure. Now that'll get one turret gunner off. And Kumo handled this all himself. I thought that was Maul for a second. I was like, don't tell me this was that easy. Don't tell me this was that easy. I knew it's not gonna be that easy. Apparently there's just a lot of them that look like her. Nope. Make sure they do not get up on them turrets. And now. The boys. It's time for the boys to enter the fray. Kumo's gonna continue to hold up here to make sure that nobody gets on these dang old turrets. Like that. Habbo. Go get him. Excellent. Let them continue to raise the alarm. It won't do too much good. Alright, Habbo. Come on back over here, buddy. Athelstan manhandling Minnie as usual. They're starting to bring out just their Flotsam refugees and shop guards. That's how you know it's getting bad for them. That's how you know it's going bad for them. But the hardest part of the fight is yet to come. The wicked witch that runs this place. Maul. Let's try and draw her out. Pathetic. It's not in the HQ. Not in the HQ, and she's definitely not out here. Never mind, we found her. Come on out. Alright, the boys are taking hits, but so is she. She's a tough customer, that's for sure. She goes down. Immediately take her weapon and her armor. Let's make her effectively combat ineffective. And we're gonna go ahead and make sure we pick her up, and fast. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Lord of Light, for bringing an end to this rebellion. But we do want to bring her in alive. So, Athelstan, I need you to back it up. And let's have Rex actually patch her up. While the rest of the boys patch each other up. Athelstan can patch himself up. And now we need to get the hell out of here. At this point, it would probably actually be easiest for us to just go around through here. Through the Arm of Okran, like we're going to World's End, except we just come out in Okran's Valley, come down, and around. Probably be easiest. Let's see if that's the way that the pathfinding takes us. Just in case, I have been having the occasional crash. We gotta make sure we get a quick save here and a quick save there. Oh yes, one thing I also failed to mention before. Now that we've got trees growing and can manufacture paper, the R&D department is thriving. We're manufacturing our own ancient science books and engineering research. And obviously the Phoenix ain't complaining about the results. Phoenix ain't complaining about the results we're garnering, alright? It's one of those just kind of open secrets, right? One of those little things we keep a little hush-hush. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to have, you know, Mark II samurai armor at an extremely high quality. Really, I don't think without ancient science books we would have been able to research heavy armor crafting at all. We'd still be stuck with just really high quality leather armors, which are okay, don't get me wrong, but for... Look how badly Headbutt's messed up, and he's even wearing some of our top quality leather armor. Versus, like, Griffin here, who barely... And he took a lot of hits, but he still really barely took a scratch. Because of his full set of Samurai Armor Mark II and full body chainmail. Yes, it heavily affects his dexterity, but he's wielding a big ass greatsword anyways. Who cares? Who cares? We're freaks. Alright, boys. For our victorious march back into Blister Hill. With our prisoner in tow. The Flotsam Ninjas will be no more. Which leaves us to concentrate on other enemies of the Holy Nation. And I think the cannibals will likely be our next target. We want to move, before we move against our enemies in the south, aka the Shek, we want to move against the enemies to the north. Yeah, everybody's yelling love and devotion, holy brother. Because we done it. We've done it. Oh! The most foul of Narco's servants, finally bound in shackle at last. You have truly served Okran well, holy brother. Our women are safe from Maul's corruption once again. Flotsam will be no more. It was a pleasure, holy brother. Holy Lord Phoenix, blessed be his name, will surely want to reward you personally for this. Go, holy brother, see him. Damn right. Phoenix is sleeping. The Lord of Light recognizes your good deeds, holy brother. The Lord sees all. Virtue is in your destiny, as it is my own. We are united both in our paths for greatness, for change and for goodness. Come, he motions for you to come closer. He gives you a bear hug and squeezes tight. There's a potent smell of vegetables. He presses a thumb to your forehead. Bless this one, Holy Father. Protect him from all that may harm his spirit and body. Bless this one, Holy Father, my own brother. Here, take my gift with you, the chalice of fire, a beacon of light. May it ward you from the darkness wherever your journey may take you. It looks like a standard cup, but it is very shiny. Wish we could put it as like a belt item, that'd be awesome. Alright, excellent. And they did give us money. Not that we did this for the money. We did it to, we did it in service of Okran. However, some of our guys got a little roughed up. So, let's... One, take everybody to the bar to sell off our winnings. Let's make sure that we're selling off the loot all of our boys picked up here. Kumo picked up the most since he was our great distractor today. And he was great at his job. Perhaps even a little too good at his job. But we should get the boys up for some rest. We're going back north tomorrow. We're going back up north tomorrow. Or at least as soon as everybody's recovered from their wounds. Let's check who still has wounds to recover from. Alright, excellent. We'll catch up, back up with the boys when everybody's recovered from their light wounds. Alright, we've returned. Everybody's healed back up. It's time for us to go back out. There's so many enemies of humanity in so little time. But one thing we are going to do real quick, I'm going to send Avidus to buy a couple supplies really quickly before we leave. First one is going to be just a couple iron plates. Grab 5 just in case. And thought there was a travel gear store here somewhere. There is. Maybe grab us a few sleeping bags just in case we gotta take a snooze, because we are going to be... excuse me, we are going to be out there in the wilderness. Far away from places where we can take a free nap to recover from wounds. Alright, excellent. Let's get everybody back together and get back out on the road. One major target down. Many more to go. Now, first off, we're going to go back up towards the hidden forest, except we're going to go up to the north end of the Floodlands to hit this ruin up here, I believe it is. We'll build our new tech bench when we get back to base. Two out of our 3 really good engineers are in this squad. The other one being Leary, who is kind of busy being a gate guard slash gate repairer slash corpse disposer at the moment. And she's doing great at her job. A very valuable addition to the crusade. Alright. Quick short, quote-unquote shortcut through Rebirth. And now north into the Floodlands. Which we're really going to avoid a lot of the Floodlands, but... still, we have to go there. Alright. I believe we are going to cut through the hidden forest and back out so we can hit this ruin. So we are going to start systematically taking out cannibal leaders. With a vengeance. Their unholy presence must not stain this continent for a minute longer than necessary. Now, of course, there'll always be some of them, but if we take out all the major leaders, then there won't be many. And that's what matters. That's what matters. Alright. Back to the Floodlands we go. Plenty of rain and misery. Who the hell are you? Random skeleton. Random skeleton. It's not our goal here. Oh, did not mean to aggro old Mr. Security Spider there. Oopsie daisies. We might have to stop and recover from that one. It was definitely an oopsie daisy. Of me just not paying attention, really. But hey, it's still free toughness XP. Oh, that's not that bad. It's not real bad. Come on. Stop exaggerating. Stop exaggerating. Alright, boys, time to do a real wacky climb. Tech hunters? Here? Well then. They could still prove somewhat useful in the battle to come if they decide to participate. I mean, this is an obvious trap, but I'm still going to take at least the ancient science books. And now we lead them into a trap. Oh yes, follow me. Oh no, I'm just one lone guy. Crush them. This is their leader. Pathetic. Pathetic, but what can you do? Alright, let's send Oh, never mind. I was gonna say send one or two guys upstairs to make sure there's no more, but there they were. And anything up here of value? It does appear that there is going to be a few things of value. So let's bring Athelstan up here. He's got the highest. Our fearless leader has the highest lockpicking skill. That's worth a few shekels. A few ducats. Now let's see what's in the locked boxes. I mean, I'll sell it. I'll sell it to the tech hunters. Somebody's gotta feed the crusade. Alright. Here's where the real money's at. A lot of these weapons. And armors. A lot of them are going to be slightly lower quality, but still enough that they're worth some good money. And we could always use more money. After all, an army marches on its stomach and food costs money. Alright, I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and march on out. The one flapping around with both of its arms broken is no threat to us anymore. It'll starve to death or be eaten by its compatriots soon enough. Now, the prisoner. We're definitely not taking these guys all the way back to the Holy Nation. So what we're doing is I've got a little surprise. I'll be right back with it. Say hello to our little surprise. Oh. Already died. From blood loss. Well, yeah, it's a nice symbolic gesture then. It's a nice symbolic gesture to what they did to many. Alright, get him out of there. Pick up the iron plate and let's go. What is going on down here? Shrieking bandits. Oh, they look like they're having a good time. Yeah, they do be shrieking. They do be shrieking. Further into the Cannibal Plains. There's more of them out here. Thousands more. And well, they're distracted. Gives us the opportunity to walk right into the middle of their village and cause a ruckus. Some of them we will be taking their heads. Because why not? It's just free money. Especially the warlords, the chiefs. Damn, that's worth a lot of money. That's all worth a decent amount. I'm not trusting any of the raw meat found in the cannibal camp. I'm just saying. Not trusting it. Alright. Let's pull everybody back to the center here, see if we can piece out who their leader is from amongst the pile. And that chief is kaput. But I'm not seeing a, Oh. We've got a named one here. That's good enough for me. Oh, but wait, there's more. Oh, we've got some cannibal on cannibal violence going on here. Unfortunate for them. They won't get to see their leader burn. Damn no build zones around points of interest. Alright. Pull back to here, boys. Alright. Gather around the campfire. Or at least it's about to be a campfire. A fitting end. A fitting end to another cannibal leader. There we go. Finally perished. Go ahead and once again dismantle and have Avidus pick the iron plate back up. We've got another party of them right here. Nothing we can't handle, of course. Start snatching heads. That one with the big ass hammer, those are worth a lot of money. A lot of money. Now we should start seeking out where the cannibal capital is. It appears we have an attack going on at the base. No, not one that we really need to worry about. All of them that approach the gate get immediately just bodied. And speaking of bodied, let's head around. One more push. Let them come to us. Look at that big old cleaver on that one. That's a big old cleaver. Alright. We're successfully thinning their numbers quite nicely at this point. But we are taking some hits. Beautiful. Love to see it. Yeah, they don't stand a chance. They really don't. The chaos we've caused among them already. The amount of them we've slaughtered in one day. This one we already hacked its arm off. Alright. Beautiful. Love to see it. Where'd the, Oh, you guys let a chief live? No, that's unacceptable. Unacceptable to let one of their chiefs walk. That is not gonna happen. Rip his head off. Alright, I'm going to transfer some of this loot to Avidus, however. It's a little better. There we go. The Grand Wizard. Even 1v1, he's no match for Athelstan. Or at least he shouldn't be. They're both heavily armored, and he's got Athelstan backed into a corner, which is not great. There we go. We're getting some damage in on him now. The boys are just mopping up. Now, as tempting as an 80,000 cat reward is, I think we'll be putting him to the torch as well. We don't want to risk him ever being a threat again to anyone. This has got to be really good training. Yeah, this is really good training for him, for Athelstan. Fighting against someone that's, you know, at least somewhat close to being his equal as in stats and skills. Just doesn't happen much. Okay, stop getting stuck in the stun lock dungeon. Alright. Enough playing with your food. Figuratively, we're not literally going to eat the cannibal Grand Wizard. Though that would be funny. It would be quite silly, but alas, we are not. He's not having a very good time, but he's putting in some work here. There we go. There we go. He's dead. We don't even have to burn him. We just ripped his head off. Alrighty. Make sure everybody gets mediced on. And that we at least don't let any of their elites walk away with their lives. Excellent. The so-called cannibal capital. Absolutely destroyed, absolutely decimated. And though, yes, I know the proper meaning of decimated means 1/10 of it destroyed, that we slaughtered everybody. We took out everybody. Alas, our boys need some rest. And we've been going quite a while. We've been going an hour, so I think that's about where we'll wrap it up for today. So thanks everybody for coming by. Be sure to leave a like, maybe even a comment, and maybe even subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.